Chelsea, good to see you again.
How's it going?
Good.
Long time no see.
I know, right? It was like last weekend, right? So I think you were telling me about Trilogy before, so now we're actually here for one of the events, and you're working with the Trevor Project.
Yes.
So tell me about what's going on tonight.
Well, we're really actually honored that they approached us to host the event. Trilogy is this really cool website where it pretty much gives you new deals every day, whether it's food or fashion or like out and about on the town, fun stuff. And a lot of that goes to charity. They have different charities on the site, so when you purchase that deal, you get to pick which charity you would like part of your purchase to go to. And so tonight in particular, we have a silent auction inside, and all the benefits are going to the Trevor Project, which is an amazing, it's a suicide hotline for gay teens or transgender teens, and I think it's just an awesome cause.
So can you guys tell me about the actual charities that are involved besides?
Well, the Trevor Project's one. Actually, there's quite a few. You actually can choose one whenever you make a purchase. Yeah, so you can actually. I think there's a lot that you can actually choose from. That maybe even put in that you want to support.
I think it's constantly changing, like the different organizations on the site. So what happens is you go on the site, you look at the organizations that it's supporting, and there will be like 5, and you can read about which one kind of affects you or it inspires you, and pick to have a percentage of your purchase go to that.
So how much of the percentage goes to the actual charity?
They don't say in percents, but they're just saying a proceeding goes to the charity, because there was actually a site that was just like this launched 2 years ago, and it was like $1 billion site. So Trilogy took the advantage to help a charity, and I mean $1 billion, 1% of $1 billion is quite a lot of money. So.
And where else can we find, are there going to be any other Trilogy events that you guys are going to be hosting that are going to go towards any of the charities?
Well, Trilogy is just launching. Like, this is like their kickoff party. This is the first launch. So, you know, hopefully if it is a popular site, we would obviously love to come back.
And are there any other charities that you guys particularly work for, or any other websites that have the same kind of involvement?
I'm really actually partial to this charity because I really believe in the youth of our generation. As you know, if people are committing suicide and things, then what do we have to look forward to? Also, the Dan Eldon charity is really good that I support. So.
And what do you guys think of like the recent stories in the news with some of the kids being bullied and then committing suicide? Because there's been a lot of those lately. So what's your opinion on that?
Well, that's why I think the Trevor Project was really the organization that we felt this was the time to support it, and if they ever needed it, now is the time. Because I think there is finally a voice of these kids saying that they're not okay and people are being cruel to them, and school is like, it's a battlefield, it really shapes a lot of people's lives. And so this hotline, they're able to call in, and it's also not just limited to gay teen. Like, if you're having a hard time, you can call in, talk to someone, and hopefully they can help you find some happiness in your life and another outlet as opposed to taking your own life.
Well, with any particular problem?
Well, the crazy thing is they apparently, according to the Trevor Project, not to throw a statistic, but suicide is the 3rd leading cause of kids from ages 15 to 24. That's a really huge deal. And then also from gay, lesbian, bisexual, and transgender kids are actually 4 times more likely to commit suicide than their straight peers. So something's got to happen. We got to raise awareness, support the charity, tweet it. This is just wrong. No one should not be given an equal chance at life.
Did any of you two deal with any issues in high school?
I think...
I kind of did, in the way that I'm just like, I'm myself, and I've always just been myself. So whether I'm a football player or a jock, I wore whatever I wanted to wear, and kids are really cruel. So if you're, a football player and you're wearing, jeans that are baggy and skating around, that's not okay. And there's a lot of things that's going on in the high schools that, needs to be stopped.
I went to a high school where actually there was a massive drug problem, and I actually ended up leaving school and homeschooling in my freshman year, so I was able to kind of get out of that another way. But it was really scary. I lost a lot of friends, unfortunately, to overdose, and I think I was really lucky in the sense that I had someone to talk to in my parents. I have really great parents that were always trusting and understanding, and you know, it's hard for me to imagine that a lot of people don't have that a lot of people can't turn to a mom or a dad or a brother or sister the way that I was able to. So I think, you know, this is an organization that I'm learning about, in the sense that I always had someone at home to turn to, or a friend, and you know, when you're feeling totally alone, and we want to put it out there that we're accepting of everyone, and it will be okay, it will get better.
Well, you know what, I'm glad you two are out here setting an example and improving society.
Jesus, love you all. We're motherfucking Grace Boston, get to the top of the
There you go.
That's my point. And there's my point. Hi, my name is Chelsea Staub.
I'm James Preston.
We're here at the Frilogy.com launch, supporting the Trevor Project, and you're watching Maximo TV.
Woo! Woo! Thank you. Have a good night. Good seeing you again.